Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Memo here. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to be taking a look at the first release for MMC's Defensor. This of course is PS-21 Medicus. This is their version of a G1 first aid. I gotta admit, their combiners in the past, though a bit small, have impressed me. So I'm pretty excited to get into this line as well. With all that being said, let's dive in and see what he has in store for us. As far as accessories go, I gotta admit he's pretty light. The only thing he comes with is his pistol, which it's really honestly nothing to write home about. It is sculpted with some minor detail. It does fold up. Now the gun does have an interesting attachment method. Rather than being a hole and peg method, it has a slot at the back of the gun handle, and the way it works is it just slides into the hand. It doesn't peg in, but it holds in with friction. As soon as you close the hand, it's fine. It's not going anywhere. And the gun does fold up and store inside of the driver's side door in alt mode. So let's take a look at the figure. It does have a nicely done head sculpt. The majority of the red that you see is going to be plastic with a few exceptions, but I do love the metallic blue visor and white face. Coming down to the chest, you do have some dark red here along the side, which is nice the way that they broke it up a little bit just so it's not all the same color. A little bit of detail here on the abdomen. Dark red plastic for the hip skirts, lighter red for the legs. Not much detail on this character, to be honest, but what is there does look rather nice. Coming down the legs, definitely a half of a van here as the side of the legs, but still looks good. Inside of the legs do clean up nicely. Here's the view from the back. Little bit of ugliness here in the back of the thighs, to be honest. More openness and gaps than what I'm used to with MMC, but it's not too bad. As far as articulation, the head is on a ball, so you can get some attitude, full 360. You can go up that far on the ball joint, but if you utilize the transformation joint, you can go all the way up. And a tad bit down, really not much worth mentioning. Shoulders are a little bit of a issue for me. The arms have the ability on this hinge to go up 90 degrees, which is nice. This hinge, which just sits awkwardly in midair, doesn't really have anywhere to hook. So you're constantly battling, and it can go down beyond where you want it to sit as far as 90 degrees. So there should have been something to prevent that from happening. But utilizing that joint, you can go all the way up. Definitely have a Saturday Night Fever moment. You can utilize a bicep rotation, double jointed elbow. The hands do rotate. The fingers are individually articulated on a single point here, but you have typewriter fingers, so you can't really point, which is somewhat disappointing. But the thumb is on a ball. You can swivel and pivot on that joint. As far as the waist, it does have waist rotation. Nice ratcheted ab crunch. The leg skirts, the hip skirts do go out of the way all the way around. It's nice to see that the fronts aren't one solid piece, but that gives you the ability to go up that far, out all the way, and just due to the sculpt of the leg, you're limited to that far back. But that's more than you would really need, honestly. As far as the knee, actually you do have a thigh rotation. You do have 90 degrees of bend on the knee. Now, there is a secondary rotation here in the thigh, just above the knee, or just below the knee that you can see. That's mainly for transformation. You can still utilize it, but the majority of your rotation is going to be up here at the top, at the thigh cut. As far as feet, he does have a rocker out, or in, I should say. The toe can go up and down, as well as the foot can come down, but not much up, just a little bit. Just keeping in line with Transformers that are emergency vehicles, here he is with Masterpiece Inferno, Masterpiece Red Alert, and Masterpiece Ratchet. And I wanted to show him with another MMC armbot. This, of course, is their version of Vortex. And surprisingly, he's just a touch shorter. Just for time's sake, we'll be doing the transformation in a separate video. I just want to reduce the amount of time the video takes, but I'll put a link for that right here if you want to view it. So let's take a look at the alt mode. And, I mean, he looks pretty good. Emergency here on the side. I like the sky blue windows. It definitely makes an attempt at cartoon coloration like we see with Ratchet from the Toy Hack stickers, the cell shaded stickers. But painted in the back, blue translucent on the front. Looks really nice. Pop that in there. Silver rims. Nice silver painted headlights with yellow and black on the bumper and on the trim. Coming around the side. Emergency once again. Looks really good. I gotta admit, the thing that makes all the difference as far as getting the splits here in the back is squeezing the two portions of the thighs together on that tab. That really does help. But there's the view from the back. There's a view from the bottom, top. You got the transparent clear on the headlight, or the emergency lights. Rubber mirrors so they won't break. Rubber tires. And he does roll like you would expect. The arm transformation I'm going to save for the final combiner video. So just to save a little bit of time. As far as my thoughts on Medicus, I think he's a fun little bot. He's got a few minor issues. The shoulders are a little wonky, and there's a little bit of a lack of detail in paint. But what's there looks amazing. So definitely not a huge issue. He is a lot of fun to play around with, to transform, so that's a definite plus. He scales pretty well from what you would expect. Definitely in line with the MMC previous releases. So yeah, nothing major at all as far as negatives. The positives definitely outweigh those. But again, he is a lot of fun, looks great, and I can't recommend him more. I did pick mine up at thechosenprime.com. Check them out. I'll put a link in the description. They are a great company to work with. But I really do thank you for joining me. If you haven't already, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share with your friends. These are 3 free, easy steps that you can do that will help my channel grow. And I do appreciate it. I hope that you enjoyed my review, and I'll see you again next time.